So there are a couple of projects that I want to finish before the end of May. And then I am particularly talking about 3 coding projects. The first is to finish a game and release it. It's almost finished, but not yet released. The second one is finishing my DIY alarm clock. And the third one is launching my website, which is also almost done. But for some reason I haven't finished any of these projects, although they are almost done and don't need a lot of work anymore. So this is me completing these projects and hopefully not running into any problems. And the first thing that I want to do is to finish my DIY alarm clock. Let me get it. This little computer is a Raspberry Pi. And no, not like the cake, it is called a Raspberry Pi. And it's just a little credit card format computer. And the way that I'm going to build this alarm clock is in combination with this little screen. And this little screen just fits on the Raspberry Pi like this. It's combined and now we can basically turn it into a little alarm clock. The only thing is I have wrote a program for it and it works, but the Raspberry Pi isn't configured yet in order to start up the alarm program that I wrote when it is booting. And also the thing is, I want the screen to sleep while I'm asleep. So first of all, we don't waste the energy, but second of all, it is not OLED, which means that black is not black. It's still emitting light. And it might keep me up at night, so I want to dim the screen and turn it off before I go to sleep. Let's see if we can do that. And I also need a speaker so that we can play the sound that wakes me up. So we have this little computer, and like I said, this is the Raspberry Pi, aka the computer on which I'm going to run the clock. And like I also mentioned, we also need a speaker. Well, I have one here, but the problem is it doesn't have a 3.5mm jack, which is required for the audio to play through, which you can see over here. Port. Now, I wrote the program on my computer, and over there is also where I control the Raspberry Pi, because otherwise I need to do everything on this little screen with my finger or either this little pen. Thanks to the internet, I can just remotely control this computer. And now, since I already have the program, I can just configure the Raspberry Pi, order a little speaker from the internet, and then we should be settled. Or that is what I think. But before we are going to do that, I want to write every task down that I still need to finish. And for that, I also have something which is a little book. Or little, it's bigger than my head, so it's not really little. Anyway, I'm going to write the things down that I need to do in order to finish this project. Okay, so there are a few things that I need to do. First of all, order speaker, then dim the screen after some inactivity so it doesn't shine bright in my face when I try to sleep. Then also auto boot to program, so whenever there is a power surge or whatever happens for it to shut down and reboot itself, it should auto boot into the program that I made. Then I might also want to build a case, and I need a new pen. I mean, look at this transition. The first one to the second one. Yeah.
At this point, I am following the first thing that is on my to-do list, which is finding a speaker and ordering it from the internet.
Okay, so I couldn't find any speakers for now, but that isn't a problem because we have other things to do as well. And the thing that I want to do now is to get the program to automatically start, and that must be done on the Raspberry Pi itself. So I'm going to connect the Raspberry Pi and then remote control it from my computer, and then trying to see if we can auto-load the program, which shouldn't be a huge task, but still, it's a task. And when I've done that, I want to dim the screen when I'm not active on the Raspberry. And we are connected. Okay, so the screen should turn off by itself after 1 minute now. And when I say turn off, I mean go black, not completely turn off. So that means that it will still emit some light, but I'm okay with that because I can just turn the screen upside down, which does not emit the light, hopefully. And I will make a case so it doesn't bleed any light. And I will say this is good enough for now. You see? It's just black, and when we touch it, it wakes up. So, I think we can cross that out then. Okay, so dim screen after inactivity. We've done that. Or the speaker, we need to do that, so just let's go into the auto boot of the program then.
Okay, I'm going to save you some little program details, but all that I really did here was search an online tutorial of how to create a reference to the program so that whenever it boots up, it will find that reference and starts the program. That's basically what I did.
Well, there comes the mouse. Yes, it opens the program. I am connected. That is right. Yes. And it works. Yes. It works. Okay, well, that means we can now say that auto boot is also complete. Now I just need to get a speaker. Now I'm going to order a speaker anyway. Let me find one. I have found some speakers and I'm going to order them now, and if they arrive tomorrow I can sleep and then wake up with my homemade alarm clock. I have done everything that I can today. I must say, I don't want to sound selfish, but I'm not really good at finishing projects, and this is just one of those projects that I do for fun, and tomorrow I might finish it. It's already 10:30 p.m. so I will go to bed in a short bit, but still it's an achievement for me because then I just finished something for myself, because the things that I do for myself I don't really finish. Anyway, we will see tomorrow, and you will see in just a bit, because this video isn't done for you. It is done for me for today. Anyway, enough. Sleep well. Okay, it's the next day, so that means the speakers got delivered. Here they are, which means that we can finally test if it works All that we have to do is just plug in the speakers, plug in the power, and in theory it should already work.
And now we should have a working system, right? Yeah, it works.
Did you hear that? It works! Well, that concludes the first episode of my projects that I need to finish before the end of May. And no, not because I need to, but just because I want to. But like I said in the beginning of the video, this is just the first video of a 3-part series if there aren't any projects that I'm forgetting. And yeah, let's just hope that we can do it. I mean, it's only the beginning of May 2nd, and we already finished one of them. So I still have hope that I can do it. Now the second project that I want to do is to update my website, which is also almost done, and the third project that I want to do is to release my own game that I made with my sister. Anyway, these are subjects for other videos. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you later. Bye.